Fear doesn't always stop you. Sometimes it just delays you. Let us sit for a moment. Because fear doesn't usually show up screaming, it shows up whispering. And those whispers can cost you years. In the last few episodes, we talked about awareness, attitude, planning, and perspective. But today, we're talking about something that is quietly sitting underneath all of that, which is fear. Fear as a danger, or fear as hesitation, fear as delays, fear as almost. Let's just redefine fear. Fear is not weakness. Fear is not failure. Fear is the mind trying to keep you familiar. And the problem is, what feels familiar isn't always what helps you grow. And I know this personal. I was doing well in Nigeria. I had stability, I had momentum, I had identity. And yet, I felt a pull, a sense that there was more. Not because life was bad, but because growth was calling. Still, fear showed up. Fear of the unknown, fear of starting over, fear of leaving what worked. So I delayed, not once, not twice, several times. Talked myself out of it with logic that this is comfortable, this is safe, this is working. And all of that was true, but comfort isn't always confirmation. Fear didn't say, don't go. Fear said, not yet. Wait a little longer. Now isn't the right time. And because fear sounded reasonable, I listened. Looking back, fear didn't ruin my life, but it stole time. My relocation didn't end fear. It only changed its form. When I finally made my decision to relocate to the US, I thought fear would disappear, but it didn't. It just changed shape. Now fear sounded like, don't change careers. Stick with what you know. Why risk it again? Even when a friend, someone who cared about me, suggested I change my career field, it showed up immediately. My friend wasn't pushing me recklessly. They saw something in me. They knew my work ethic. They knew I could adapt. They knew my resilience. But fear doesn't argue facts. Fear argues certainty. And at that point, certainty felt safer than possibility. So again, I hesitated. And this pattern became clear. That's when I noticed something. Fear had followed me across continents. It's a different country, but same hesitation. Different opportunity, but same inner resistance. And that's when I realized fear doesn't disappear with change. It dissolves with awareness and courage. So what finally shifted in my life, the shift didn't come from confidence. It came from honesty. I asked myself, how many times am I going to delay my own growth? I realized something important. Fear had never protected me from failure. It had only protected me from growth. And growth always feels unfamiliar. The decision to move forward anyway. I didn't wait for fear to leave. I moved with fear. I changed my career. I stepped into something new. I allowed myself to be a beginner again, and slowly clarity followed action, not the other way around. And here's what fear taught me. Fear means you care. Fear means something matters. Fear means you are standing at the edge of expansion. But fear is a signal and not a command. You're allowed to listen, but you don't have to obey. Take a breath right now. Think about one decision you delayed, one opportunity you almost took, one moment fear asks you to wait. Now ask yourself this. What might have actually happened if you've trusted yourself sooner? No judgment. It's just an awareness. This is my call to action today. This week, write down one fear that has delayed you, not to shame you and not to regret the past, just to name it. Because once fear is named, it loses its grip. And this is my closing reflection. Fear doesn't mean stop. It means you're standing at the doorway of change. And the moment you walk through it, fear doesn't vanish, but you grow bigger than it. This is Michael Speaks. See you in my next episode.